it's Charlie, and today's video is a response to a subscriber who sent me a message on Facebook and requested this as a possible video. So the question is, recently I've been going through sort of a rough time with all this homework, work, etc. Anyway, all I can think about is wanting to get out of this town and go travel with no more rough jobs and all that. Anyway, did you ever come across a point in your life when you were like this? So thank you to my subscriber who sent this message. You're one of my regular viewers and one of my loyal subscribers, so thank you for watching. Yes, I actually no. No, I haven't come across a feeling where I wanted to, I guess I would say, escape reality. When I ended up deciding to travel, I was in a really good place. I was at a job that I loved. I had been working there for 4 years, and I loved my job. I loved my coworkers. I loved everything about my life at that time. I just decided that I wanted to travel and to teach. So I wasn't in the situation that you're in, but I know a lot of people who message me and who watch my videos and who hear my story and say, oh my gosh, I want to do that. I hate my job, or I don't want to live with my parents anymore who are nagging and blah, blah, blah. So this video is actually kind of a video form version of my written blog. I will post a link in the description box. This is my blog before I made my website. So it's on my daughterofgod.blogspot.com blog. And I posted this while I was in the US with my mom after I came back from Korea. And before I came here to Mexico. I wrote about people who are trying to escape, people who want to travel in order to escape their problems. And I talked about how your problems are going to follow you. So fix them. Try to deal with them. Try to learn whatever lesson it is that you need to learn. There's a reason that you have the certain situations that you're in. And until you learn from them or grow from them or learn how to fix them, they're going to follow you. Many people, I actually realized this when I realized that I was being the karma for someone else. And I don't mean karma like I was paying someone back, as in the kind of karma that people talk about. I believe that we're here and we're supposed to learn specific lessons in life. And when we don't learn those lessons, situations continue to turn up so that we have a chance to learn the lesson. And so if we try to escape prematurely from a specific situation where the lesson is supposed to be learned, eventually someone is going to come into our life or events are going to occur so that we have a chance to learn the lesson that we were initially supposed to learn. So this is something that I learned in Mexico. This is something I learned in Korea, and it occurred to me while I was back home for 3 months with my mom. I was processing a lot of the things, the events that happened in Korea, and I realized that I had been someone else's karma because I ended up becoming someone else. I wasn't myself for a while, and I was trying to figure out why I wasn't me, and I realized that the person that I was being the karma to, I'm calling it karma because I don't have another word for it. I was being the karma to had tried to escape a situation, and I somehow became that person's chance to learn the lesson. It's a long story, but the person escaped the previous lesson that they were supposed to learn, therefore received me, who I wasn't being myself at the time, in order for them to learn their lesson, but still they didn't learn their lesson. So eventually, until they learn to deal with what they're originally supposed to deal with, they're going to keep coming into contact with people in situations until they learn their lesson or grow from it. And so what you need to do is try to learn what lesson it is. What is the reason that you're in a specific situation that you're in right now? What can you learn from it? How can you grow? How can you complete the situation, end the situation in good terms, having learned something from it, having grown? Because until you do that, if you travel, you're just going to come into contact with people that are going to recreate either the feeling or a similar situation or something similar to that condition that you were originally in until you learn the lesson. So don't try to run from your problems, because they're just going to follow you around. This is why, in many cases, people find themselves in similar situations all the time. Whether it's a reoccurring type of relationship, whether it's a reoccurring type of financial situation, whether it's a reoccurring any type of relationship, friendship, feeling that they have within themselves, there's a reason that you keep experiencing it. And until you find out the reason, it's going to keep happening. So you can run, you can hide, but your problems are going to follow you. So try to learn to grow from them, learn the reason they're in your life in the first place, and try to resolve them at a peaceful level, peaceful terms, because if you don't, you can go all the way around the world, halfway around the world, and find the same situation you're in. There are bad jobs everywhere. So just because you go to another country doesn't mean you're not going to be in a horrible company with horrible coworkers, or you're still not going to struggle with money or whatever problems you have right now. It doesn't mean that you won't have them however many miles away. It might be another country, another language, another job, but it could all turn up the same situation. So make sure that when you decide to travel, that you're not running, you're not trying to escape. Make sure you're at peace with where you are. That way you can start from scratch or continue your life in another country. So I hope that this video helped you. I will put a link to my blog post, and I will see you guys later. Bye.